A lot of people have their own Christmas traditions, and there's some top-tier choices out there. From things like Trans-Siberian Orchestra, the Mariah Carey song, or something as cozy as a Muppet Christmas Carol, there's certainly no shortage of awesome choices out there of things to instill upon ourselves as a Christmas tradition. For me, mine is about 25 minutes long. It is a single episode of a TV show. It is a TV show that flew so far under the radar that most, if not all, of whatever audience I currently have is going to have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's okay. Many, many years ago, there was a TV network called Tech TV. Tech TV is what eventually became G4 TV, home of various comfort shows like X-Play. And on Tech TV, various animes would air, but none of them really seemed to grab me. Maybe a year or two after I saw any height or hair of these shows, the website rightstuff.com, which now no longer exists and has been migrated into a Crunchyroll store, had a sale of 25 DVDs for $100. Having just graduated high school, I had a spare $100 just from various people giving me gifts, and ended up buying 4 shows that I heard were good that turned out to all be from Tech TV. That is how they were popularized in the States. And my favorite of those 4 shows was a show called R.O.D. the TV. This TV show was a sequel to a movie called Read or Die. My Christmas tradition just so happens to be watching episode 10 of R.O.D. the TV. It certainly doesn't look like something that would give you a warm and cozy feeling. The opening song starts with some snappy jazz and this silhouette woman doing these James Bond-esque looking poses. The story is about these 3 sisters, Maggie, Michelle, and Anita, all of which are what you would call a paper master. They control paper, which sounds like a lame superpower when you put it so simply, but it's not. Whatever they create with paper or use it for really is only bound by their imaginations. Each of them have a different style. Maggie creates large structures, usually defensively or to overcome certain obstacles. Michelle is kind of this middle ground that uses very specific moments to make very key moves. And Anita is this light-footed kind of assassin type. Michelle and Maggie eat, sleep, and breathe books. They're absolutely addicted to any book that is not glued down. They inhale literature. In the first episode, the 3 sisters are assigned a bodyguard job for an author named Nene Sumiragawa. And after they successfully guard her life, they all end up crashing with her, living together. The episode that I watch every year is episode 10, A Christmas Carol. I'll admit, I kind of got the warm and fuzzies right off the bat. I put this DVD in the PS3, and when it started to play, it resumed on the credits from when I had watched this episode 1 year ago. The episode is split into 2 pretty distinct halves. The first half is one that I can relate to a lot, and the second half is almost like its own short little story. And it feels very storybook-ish, appropriately enough. The only thing really worth knowing before going into the episode is that Nene Sumiragawa wrote her first and only published novel when she was 13 years old, and it was a smash hit. And she's been able to coast off of the success of this novel for several years now, but she's been struggling with writer's block and anxiety to get her second book released. The weight of being an adult, along with the pressure of expectation from the world around her, has brought her to a place where it's easy to withdraw and difficult to create. So she's become a little jaded. As she goes through her mail, she comes across a couple of invitations to a couple of different parties. But one of these invitations is to a party where a young writer is given an award for being the most promising author that year. She won this award many years ago. She doesn't really want to go, but the idea of being surrounded by so many high-quality authors absolutely transfixes Maggie and Michelle, and hearing that there's going to be some good free food there gets Anita's attention, no problem. And while Nene puts on kind of a landlord face with these 3, she does love them. So she caves, and they get dressed up and decked out to go to a party. The party, for some reason, is always on Christmas Eve, but with no other plans for the holidays.
Not like you're doing anything else.
Shush.
But there's really not a lot of folks here that she knows, so Nene just kind of awkwardly sits in the corner. She smiles for how happy the sisters are to be there, and she has no problem identifying the niches and cliques going on in the room, but she doesn't feel like she has a place in any of them. When the time comes for an award to go out for the evening, Nene can't help but remember the time she had to stumble through her speech, and we see her longing to have the same kind of passion that she had back then. Wasting no time in kicking Nene while she's feeling down, a woman approaches her telling her that they shouldn't have given her that award if she wasn't going to turn out to be a writer who consistently puts things out.
You know, I remember when we chose you 10 years ago. We knew we had invested in a potent talent. I suppose we all have to be wrong once in a while. You know, a real writer is expected to produce work with some consistency. There's nothing wrong with getting a little hung up occasionally. But after a while, it ceases to be an acceptable excuse. I know you've been doing well living on your previous accomplishments. But if you don't shape up soon, you'll have nothing to fall back on when the reprints stop.
Her editor, Mr. Lee, jumps in to defend her, but due to all the bureaucracy, he's chewed out for accosting her.
Who was that awful man?
I am so very, very sorry, Miss Sumirigawa. Oh, but by the way, we have a favor to ask.
Anita thinks that what he did was pretty dang cool, and Nene is asked to give a speech. She tells everyone at the party that she's extremely grateful for this award, and that this is what set her off on her career path to begin with. But she's been struggling with writer's block, and it's been really hard to create another story that she feels passionate about.
To be frank, it can sometimes be very difficult to write. In the end, though, the reason why I've never stopped, I've never given up, is that it's all I really know how to do. I know this is the only thing that allows me to face the world around me. But now, so that I may face it again, I've begun writing my new novel.
And while the people she's talking to at the party don't know it, as the audience, we understand that she's starting to feel like she may be able to start writing again because some fire has come back into her life in the form of the three sisters. She gives her thanks to everyone who's watched over her and who's invested in her, and the speech is effective enough that even the woman who accosted her does give her applause, presumably because she understands how difficult that struggle really is. Before she leaves, she gives her editor a gift for Christmas and takes off. While the sisters reassure her that she's a total rock star, she doesn't feel super great about all of it.
God, now I remember why I hate parties.
Why? Your speech rocked.
I was moved.
But there's one more party they all have to go to tonight. And this is where the second half of the episode is, that kind of goes into more of like a storybook territory. Michelle invites Nene to another party, taking place at Nene's apartment. The three sisters use their abilities to decorate Nene's apartment. And place a birthday cake on the table saying, "Happy birthday, ma'am." Turns out it's all three of their birthday. What are the odds? Not very good. This is the anniversary of when they all decided to be sisters. With a nod of approval from Anita,
I don't mind.
that comes to mean a lot more later, Michelle tells Nene the story of how they all came to be together. Michelle and Maggie are partnered up on a mission to recover some rare books from a church that were printed before, quote-unquote, the war? I'm assuming it's supposed to be World War II. They break into the church using their abilities and discover that the books that are already there are gone, replaced with fakes.
They smell too new. This room was supposed to be sealed before the war, but these books are made of alkaline paper produced after the war.
The disappointment of the mission being a failure is abruptly cut short when they find that Anita is living in the church.
Are you Santas or are you thieves?
If it's one or the other, I guess we're thieves.
Then please let me come with you. So I was upstairs praying, and then I heard your voices. God must have sent you to me.
We can't help you.
But when Maggie and Michelle don't know what to do in the heat of the moment, Anita tells them to leave, and that she won't call the cops on them, because if she did, the cops would just kick her out of the church anyways. Feeling consumed by the situation, Maggie wanders the streets, realizing that everybody around her has somebody. At least that's what I got out of the way the scene is shot. Michelle is home alone reading a book, but she can't stay focused on it, only thinking that she needs to do something.
I can't believe it. I'm starving in here while Christmas is going on outside. Where are all the Christmas miracles happening?
Merry Christmas.
For me?
Yes.
But Anita laments that a book will not fill her stomach, and Michelle tells her that I'm going to take care of that. Not far behind her is Maggie, who gives Anita the same book. And again, Anita says a book will not keep me warm. and Maggie says that she will take care of that. And then Michelle has the idea.
Hey, why don't the three of us become sisters? Things that are tough become easier to bear if there are two of us. But with three of us, it'll be a breeze.
The idea breaks through all of the guards that Anita has put up, and all the tears come out as she buries her face in Maggie's jacket. She's in, and the three of them have been a family ever since. Of course, Anita feels like some details were exaggerated.
I didn't cry. You make me sound like a baby.
You did too. You cried for hours.
My clothes were completely soaked.
Oh, that's a lie! Don't believe anything they say, Nay. What kind of weird laugh is that?
But after that, the sisters go to sleep, and Nay gets back to her novel with renewed vigor, and the episode ends. So why is this my Christmas tradition? For me, this is just such a cozy 25 minutes of TV. I grew up with no brothers, 2 sisters, and when a show kind of nails that sisterly dynamic, it hits a spot in my heart that is not often hit. I mean, over the course of the show, these 3 sisters are thrown into a bunch of very dangerous situations and a brewing war between global powers. But at the heart of this show is the relationship between these sisters. And this feeling of familial camaraderie born through compassion really does something for me. This episode comes just after a pretty grim turn in the show's overarching narrative. So it feels a little blindsiding at first for the show to suddenly get so warm and fuzzy. The older I get, the more I really resonate with the first half, and the pressures of trying to create something meaningful while under the weight of having to handle adult responsibilities. I went to school for film stuff, and everybody who does that has 10 million script ideas that they want to produce. And me, I can't really think of a practical way, as my life is now, to take those ideas and get them to a screen. The only place I can practically put them right now is the page. And I gotta tell you, it's really quite difficult. But through all the difficulty of trying to find inspiration amid one's personal own anxieties and the mounting pressures of adulthood, there's something I do have: my family and my sisters. I am the youngest of 3, and while I'm not particularly much alike Anita in terms of personality and demeanor, these 2 do kind of remind me of my actual sisters. 2 total bookworms. One who's constantly organizing events and parties, and one who prefers her own personal space but can still make things happen if she needs to. I've managed my way into adulthood while still maintaining a really tight relationship with my family. I know I can trust my sisters with just about anything and everything. And the 2 halves of this episode come together to make a whole that makes for a nice bit of reflection for me every year. I really recommend the show as a whole. It's good, it's fun, it's got some wacky fantastical elements in it that definitely set it apart from others. But at the core of it is this relationship. And every year, it's made a fantastic little catalyst for me to reflect on mine.